All right, Charles, we're coming into May
2022.
2022, coming into the summer, and obviously, if you're watching this video, you're looking for somewhere to move, and that place might be.
Well, it's going to be Jackson, I think.
Jackson, I think it will be, especially when we give you our 5 reasons why in 2022 you should consider moving to Jackson, Mississippi.
That's right.
That's what we're about to talk about right now. What's up, everybody? I'm Jared Laster.
And I'm Charles Lacey.
Welcome back to yet another video here on the Living in Jackson, Mississippi YouTube channel, where we're giving you information like this about the area, telling you why you maybe should want to move here, maybe why you don't, and also showing you all the different neighborhoods, areas, suburbs that you want to see, telling you everything about them. If you want to see stuff like that, make sure you get down there, hit that subscribe button, and click the bell. That way you get notified when the videos coming out. We've got them coming out every week. And you definitely don't want to miss those, especially if you are that person who is seriously thinking about making a move here to the Jackson area. And if that's you, you got to take that one step further.
That's right. You got to shoot us a text, give us a call or an email so we can make your move to Jackson so much better.
That's right, y'all. Whatever it takes, get in touch with us, and we're going to take care of you. Now, in this video, we are talking about the 5 reasons we've got for moving to Jackson, Mississippi in 2022. Now, I did a video at the end of 2020 about why you should move here in 2021. So some of the reasons are still the same. Some of them I've updated a little bit. You know, at that time we had Deion Sanders coming into Jackson State. Pretty exciting, and that has gone well.
It's gone very well. We've got top recruits coming to Jackson, Mississippi at JSU.
That's right. The top recruiting class in the whole country. So it's pretty amazing.
Is it really?
It was.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, I think. Check me on that. Maybe it's in their division. I don't know. I get excited. All right, so they got a top recruiting class either way. SWAC championship. So they've been doing great. Good things coming from that. I moved it off my list because it's, you know, he's been here now. It's not the new thing, but that's still a cool thing going on. But we're going to jump right into our 5 for 2022, and this one's been around for a while. I didn't include it last time, but I should have because
it's food.
It's the food.
This guy didn't include food last time.
Well, I talk about the food a lot. I talked about it in some of our other videos. But y'all, we have a ton of great food here. We've got restaurants with chefs, James Beard, you know, semifinalist chefs, in a couple places around here. And you know, even if you don't have those, you've got all kinds of food here. You know, and I think you kind of expect to get kind of the southern, the soul food stuff.
Yep.
But you've got a ton of variety and all different kinds.
You do. I mean, we've got Italian, we got Japanese, we got Thai, we got Chinese, we've got. Did I say Italian?
I think you did.
Oh, okay. We got steakhouses. We got the mom and pop restaurants, like Jared said a minute ago. We've got soul food. We got the buffets.
We even have a growing food truck scene here, which is
yes.
which if you go back 5 years, there weren't hardly any. You know, the big one that popped up 5 years ago, at least as far as I'm concerned, was One Guy Steak and Chicken, Chef K out there. But there's been other ones pop up, the Crooked Letter, and some other ones now that are new in the area. And you can actually see places will have events, and there'll be several food trucks. So that's coming along.
We're actually, now that you say that, there's a food truck festival coming up. I think it's this month. I don't know when the date yet, but
I don't know either,
it's
but
coming
up.
For sure. So, like you said, big food truck scene, which is and the food's really good. I mean, some people look at food trucks and think, what? And Jared's like, go to Chef K.
You need to go. You need to go. You might wait a little bit, but it's worth the wait. But you got the classics in Jackson, like Sal and Mookie's, which is in a new location. You know, Stamps. Godfrey's is kind of a newer one that people are really loving. I haven't got down there to try that, but I see him talking about it all the time.
I don't even know about
Godfrey's.
Godfrey's.
Yeah, it's supposedly. But hey, there's a lot of these places, and I'll link a group. There's a group on Facebook, Jackson Foodies. They're talking about them all the time. They'll keep you up on all the new stuff coming in and where the best places are.
But here, when it comes to food, you got a ton of options, and you got some really good chefs out there.
Absolutely. Now, moving on to our number 2 thing on the list. This one is kind of something that you might not have expected in Mississippi either a few years ago. But I would say it's definitely
You're talking about medical marijuana?
Yeah, I am. I was waiting for you to come on and say it, but we do. Mississippi has approved medical marijuana. They've got the stuff in place supposedly by June, so next month. The regulations and the procedures for getting permits and things to do that are in place. And so now I know what you're thinking. Why is that a reason I want to move to Mississippi? I don't want anything to do with medical marijuana, or maybe you do. Whichever side of that you may be on. The thing that makes it a good benefit for the area is the jobs, the industry, the capital investment that's coming with that. And we've already heard from people looking to work here. There's different parts of that operation, from the supply of that all the way up to the retail side of it. And so a lot of that is coming here to Mississippi.
So for us, like Jared was talking about, it's great for our economy. It's creating jobs. It's going to be actually creating some good paying jobs for our area. We read somewhere where I think maybe on the growing side of it, starting salaries are like $50,000.
Yeah. So I mean, they're good paying jobs. So that's the thing. So you've got those jobs, you got those, and then you'll have, of course, anytime if you can create, hundreds or thousands of good paying jobs, then that's going to kind of have a ripple effect through the rest of the economy, because those people are going to go spend that money.
That's correct.
Like the restaurants we talked about. So we get more and more of that good stuff around it, regardless of if you really care about having the medical marijuana or not. I will say it is medical only. There's no
That's right.
recreational. It is just medical. You'd have to go to a doctor and do that whole process.
And to say all that, there's already cities that have opted out of having dispensaries in their
like Madison, for example, Brandon. Madison opted out of dispensaries, but they did not opt out of having people be able to have grow facilities. They're indoor. I think they're only indoor grow facilities, not outdoor.
Okay.
For, I guess, to keep kind of a lid on that. But that's the way it's going to be there. So it's a big thing there. It's a new thing here. So maybe that impacts you. Maybe you want to come work for them. Who knows?
That's right.
But speaking of opportunities and things you can work for, that's the number 3 on the list, all the new stuff that's coming in new developments.
That's right. We've got the mega site up in Madison County. We got Amazon that's out there. Nissan's adding the electric car at the facility in that general area. And then we read that there's about 8,000 jobs that will be created because of the mega site up there and what's coming there.
Yeah, alongside the Amazon, which has been coming for a while now, there's about 20 other projects, I think, that we read, with, like you said, about 8,000 jobs.
Yeah, that's a big deal.
That's bringing in, and I would imagine that a lot of those should also be pretty highly paying jobs. I know UPS is also coming with a new distribution center in Ridgeland.
Are they closing the one in Jackson?
I don't think so.
Okay, so they're adding on.
So I think they're adding on, and I think they need to. I see them driving around with the trailers behind the big vans all the time. So I think they need.
And
some
they have
help.
the two airplanes that fly into the airport.
Yeah, they do. They used to have one, and if you drive by now, you'll see 2 of them sitting out there. So I guess we're buying a lot of online stuff and shipping it in here to the Jackson area.
Oh, if it is Amazon.
Yeah, right. Now, with all those new opportunities, all the companies, the businesses coming here, opening new places, bringing in all those jobs, those people need somewhere. So that's going to be number 4, which is all the new developments on the residential and housing and kind of living side of things.
So you got Madison, Maine, that's coming. You got the Villages of Madison, where they're currently building homes in there right now. You got Reunion, the developers of Reunion, who just got approved to do a development across Reunion Parkway there in Madison. And then in Flowood, you got Water Point, where they're currently building homes as we speak. And then you got La Maison, which is under development. And there's a smaller little area that's coming up close to where Jared lives. I don't know the name of it yet, but they're developing as we speak.
But I'm gonna say those are just the ones that we've that are fresh on our mind. I'm telling you, they're putting them up everywhere that they can.
That's correct. Going to Gluckstadt, you got Autumn Crest out there, and then you got the developments coming up down Yandell Road that they're doing the dirt work. So lots of developments, new construction coming, which is a great thing for our area to help with some inventory stuff. Yeah,
not to mention some of the existing ones that are expanding, like out there at Silver Ridge. Where they're is it Silver Ridge or
Silver Ridge, River Ridge, Patrick Farms.
Patrick Farms is still building. North Shore, they're still building out there.
Yep.
So we're making room everywhere we can here, and so you've got those new places. Some of those big ones though, like the Water Point and Flowood, those are really big. I don't know if you call it a master plan community kind of type thing, but it kind of is, because you've got kind of a downtown kind of square area. You've got a little waterfront area with businesses and restaurants. You've got apartments, senior living, and then also residential single-family homes,
I would definitely call those master plan for sure. The other ones that we're talking about are more just regular developments, residential developments that they can have a mixed use, but maybe not so much commercial like what you're talking about with Water Point.
Yeah, so we've got all those coming, and then so come check it out. You know, there's basically, if you don't come right now, if you come right now and look, some of those they're already building the houses in Water Point.
Yes.
I don't know
Water
when
Point
those are
and
going to be
Villages.
ready. They kind of started with the commercial part of Water Point, building that main kind of central building there in Flowwood.
Now, with that being said, we might as well say it: the Villages and Water Point both are going to be your luxury. And right now, I believe the prices that they put out there are $600 and up. That can change with cost materials and stuff like that. So we'll see where those prices really end up.
Yep. Who knows? You got to call us and find out. But we've got the last one here, and this is a big one. I saved this one for the end just because I felt like this is the concern a lot of people have. You know, we've had this crazy period in real estate over the last couple of years where it's been hard to buy anything. Along with that, rates have been super low, even down in the twos, even close to 2% in some instances.
They're historic lows.
Yeah, I mean historic all-time lows, pretty much.
But that had to change at some point.
That is changing, and so with that changing, people are worried: is it a good time to buy? Or price is going to come down? Am I going to put money in a house and then it's not going to be worth that much in 2 years, 3 years, whatever? Well, looking around, we kind of get the feeling. Before we even found an article that we're going to tell you about, before we even got that, I mean, it doesn't really feel like we're on the verge of prices really coming back down.
No.
Flattening out a little bit, maybe. Slowing down as far as the growth, going up, maybe. But going back down, there's still such a kind of imbalance with supply and demand.
Yes. We don't see values coming down a lot, if any. We, like Jared just said, we see them being stable, going up a little bit. Nationally, I think they were saying 9% this year, and then the next year going to that more of a 3% appreciation for the next 4 or 5 years after that. So we do have a CoreLogic article here.
So this is an article here by CoreLogic, and so they're basically ranking these different metro areas all over the country. And so we are in the very low odds of prices dropping over the coming year.
Very low.
And to add to that, as we scroll down, I want you to see not only are the prices very unlikely to go down, but they're not listing us as undervalued. You can see all the red here. They're saying not over, and they're not listing us as overvalued. They're listing us normal, whereas you see lots of places are considered overvalued right now. And so that shows you can still get something comparatively affordable here in the Jackson area, but the prices don't look like they're going to go down.
But that's what I was fixing to say. You see all these places here that are overvalued. You have others that are undervalued, but we're right there at the norm, right? So that's why we feel like our values are going to stay stable here.
Yeah, so that's what I mean. Of course, nobody can predict the future, but that's what it looks like. But y'all, I think that's a good reason, good set of reasons why you might really want to consider moving here. Not only are there's great food, tons of opportunities. There's new developments, new things coming. So it's not a stagnant area. There's we're a growing area. And then with that, you can still save some money, and you don't really have to worry too much about the value that you spend on your home going down. So. I think that's a compelling set of 5 reasons. If you think so, drop us a like down there. And if you've got a reason to add or an extra question, make sure you leave us a comment too, because we'd be glad to answer those for you and anybody else who has those questions. Of course, if you want to see more videos about the Jackson area, you want to learn more, we got tons of them on the channel already. We got them coming out, and you don't want to miss those, so make sure you do subscribe and click the bell. That way you'll get notified when those videos come out. And then you really don't want to miss those, especially if you really are considering, or now that you are going to be moving to the Jackson area. And if that's you got to take it one step further.
That's right. You got to shoot us a text, give us a call or an email, so we can make your move to Jackson so much better. And
break out the megaphone if it comes to it. But that's it, y'all. Thank y'all for watching this video. Hope you did like it, and we'll look forward to seeing you.
Talk to you soon.